Let's welcome rural rhythm recording artist Darrell Webb. Welcome to Sudzin Country, my friend.
Thanks a lot. Great to be here.
Good to have you in Sudzin Country. Saw you over to Harry's there backing up Carrie.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Harry always does a great job. Wind Gap is a great festival.
It really is a good festival.
You were backing up. You did a good job too, because I was out in the audience listening to you.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, buddy. Let's talk about your CD out you have called Bloodline. Talk to me about some of the songs like Good News and Bloodline, etc., etc.
Yeah, Good News was a Merle Haggard tune that I had actually heard a version by Brent Mason. And I'd heard Merle Haggard's version too, so I kind of combined the two versions together and turned it into a bluegrass song. And it makes for a really good bluegrass song, which I'm notorious for that. I had a Merle Haggard song on my last solo record called The Lonesome Fugitive.
That's a great song, that Lonesome Fugitive. I played on the radio by Haggard.
Yeah. And I made it up tempo too, so it turned out to be a really good grass tune.
Nothing wrong with that. How about Poor Ramblin' Boy?
Poor Ramblin' Boy was written by Elmer Burchett Jr. that plays banjo with Summertown Road. He's a great songwriter, and he writes all that really traditional, hard-driving bluegrass stuff. So he's a good one.
Now, of all the songs on that album, how did you pick out Bloodline as a name of the album? I always wonder how any artist picks out one song to be the name of the album.
I actually got that song when I was playing with Michael Cleveland, Flamekeeper. Larry Cordell and Connie Lee wrote that song together, and Connie had sent me a demo on that song, and we'd actually worked it up with Flamekeeper to do it on their next project, and something happened that, I don't know, I guess they decided they weren't going to do it anymore, and so I asked if I could take the song, and I pretty much took the song, and I love the story of it, and it tells a really great story, but Larry Cordell and Connie, they're both such great songwriters, and I thought it'd be great to just title the album after the song.
You've been an icon for over 20 years, huh?
Yeah, I'm almost going on 20 years. I started in 1994 when I was 19 years old playing with the Lonesome River Band.
Yeah.
And I went on to play with J.D. Crowe. Went on to play with a band called Wildfire.
Yeah.
We had that band together for 6 or 7 years. I actually helped form that band. And then went on to play with Rhonda Vincent and then Michael Cleveland, Flamekeeper, and I just decided after 18 years or so I'd try it on my own for a while.
There you go. Talk to me about some of the previous albums. You had a couple other projects out before this Bloodline.
I did. I had a record out called Behind the Scenes that was on the Lonesome Day record label. Had a really good response out of that record. I had a song on there called Beg You Little Darling Not to Cry.
Okay.
When that record came out, our first daughter was born, and I always used to dedicate that song to her because I always dedicated it to anybody that had small kids like I did. So it suited them to a T. But I had a song on there called Thank You Father for My Dad that went up to the #4 on Americana Gospel chart there for a while. Really great song. And a few years later, I put out another record called Live at Bellamy's with Rhonda Vincent's band and Marty Rabin and Bobby Hicks. Really fun record to do. I always wanted to do a live recording, and it just happened to work out that way, and it was a lot of fun.
How has the music changed in all three projects? Has the music changed in three projects?
It has. I mean, it's kind of went from, more of the straight, hard-driving, traditional bluegrass to just a little bit of edge to it with a little bit of the contemporary feel, but not enough to where you lose your, I guess you don't forget about where you came from. So it's just got a little bit of the contemporary edge on it just to make it.
How do you make a hard-driving bluegrass song contemporary?
It's hard to do.
Hard to do.
Sure
All
is.
right. I'm just people are out there doing contemporary, progressive, newgrass, all the terminology.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how you can take a song and make it contemporary or hard driving, or maybe it's more banjo riffs in it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm more of a traditional bluegrass and traditional country kind of guy. So,
right.
But I want to thank Rural Rhythm Records too for everything that they do. And the new record is really doing real good right now, and I just want to thank all those folks for everything that they do.
Who have your heroes been? Who you idolized in the old days?
Oh, I love them all. Bill Monroe, Platt and Scruggs, Reno and Smiley, Jimmy Martin. Doyle Lawson was a big big hero of mine.
You pay tribute to them on stage?
Absolutely.
Got to do it. Got to
Yeah,
do it.
you can't forget where you started from.
No. Nope. You wrote a couple of songs before. You're not on this album, but the other albums you had songs on there.
Yeah.
Talk to me about some of the storylines that you come up with behind some of those songs.
Well, there's one in particular. My wife can probably explain this better than I can, but there was one that she actually started and I helped finish. It was called Mother's Hand. I don't know how to explain it, to tell you the truth, but
It was a good one, though, huh?
it was a good song. Turned out to be a really good one. Then we wrote, we got married, and I wrote a gospel song on our honeymoon night. It was called Get on the Path on there, too, so it done real good. Which
song that you have written so far carries the strongest message?
Oh, man. I really don't. Probably Their Father's Land. I had a song on the Wildfire record. It's called, the Wildfire record, Rattle of the Chains. It was called Their Father's Land, that me and Mark Brinkman had written together. And it was actually a true story. I had an uncle that was that had a brother that lived within 40 feet, 50 feet from his house, and they were all the time fighting over who was going to drive up the driveway every day. So, and my uncle got mad and shot his brother. But he didn't die.
Website. We're going to wrap it up.
DarrellWebbBand.com, RuralRhythmRecords.com, and you can also visit our Facebook fan page too. So everybody visit our websites and come see us at a show near you.